GERENetwork.com.
This is a GERE Network production.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, GERE Network presents the Football Talk Weekly Podcast with John Cimino and Brandon Gorell. And now, here's John.
Week 12, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. Happy holiday season. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We're coming to you a bit earlier this week because, it's Thanksgiving week. But how's it going, everybody? This is a Football Talk Weekly podcast on the GERE Network. My name is John Cimino at the JC Money on the Twitter. And coughing over here across from me, my eyesore, Mr. Brandon Gorell. How's it going, Brandon?
Oh, coffee.
Coffee.
Not the kind you drink either.
Lung butter.
Yep.
A lot of lung butter in your coffee there.
Yeah, it's a little rough.
All right. Well,
Just getting over it.
Well, hey. We are coming to you. It is Wednesday the 23rd. That's right. I'm putting a date to this because tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and the day after that is Black Friday. And where should you go for Black Friday?
To your nearest computer to go to shopgear.com.
That's right. Shopgear.com, Brandon.
Beat the crowds. Don't get trampled.
Stay home, drink your beer, watch college basketball or football because there's going to be a bunch of it on that day.
Yep.
And drink beer and have your turkey farts. I'll go because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to get stuffed on Thanksgiving. I'm going to be gassing out my whole house.
Woo. Glad I don't live with you. That's all I got to say.
Hi, Don.
It's unfortunate that I live with me sometimes, so
but anyway,
throw you in the same house.
Shopgear.com for all of your holiday shopping. Hey, real quick, want to say to everybody here listening, thank you very much. Incredible numbers again for the Football Talk Weekly podcast last week. I am very, very happy with how you guys have responded to this podcast this year, especially since we've switched to the different format where we are legitimately talking football instead of very one-dimensional like we did.
It's like a touch to the inner thigh. It's going to jump a little bit. It's exciting. It's exciting.
Hey, it starts with a touch to the inner thigh, and next it could be the ball game the Packers need, right? That one. I don't want to talk
about it.
Yeah, I mean, we might. But anyways,
we will. But
let's start off real quick. A new sort of development in the ongoing saga of the NFL referees and technology. The competition committee is now considering exploring the sideline camera options. This is because in the past 2 weeks, there's been as many two calls, that has the league questioning how they review the sidelines, specifically the calls for the sidelines. Week 10, Broncos special teamer Will Parks appeared to be out of bounds in the win versus the Saints. For those of you that do not remember, which I don't know why you would not.
You probably saw the replay like 40 times last night during the game.
The Saints blocked. The Saints were had the game-tying touchdown, went for the extra point. The Broncos blocked it. Will Parks picked it up, ran it back for a touchdown. It appeared that he stepped out of bounds. The referees did not overturn the call. The touchdown happened. Broncos ended up getting. It wasn't even a touchdown. I'm sorry. It was a 2-point conversion on an extra point. Broncos ended up winning 25-23 that week. So then we go to last night, as of this recording. Week 11, DeAndre Hopkins, of the Houston Texans, was in fact ruled out of bounds on a catch-and-run touchdown play. He was called out of bounds before the touchdown, so Houston could not challenge this call.
Right.
I'm going to throw it to you. Your thoughts on this particular thing. This is kind of a two-question
I don't think they need to add sideline cams. They just need to look at the TV broadcast. I mean, they have all the angles. They have everything there. They can call me at home if they want to and save some money. Just call me up. Call Collect if you want to. It's kind of ridiculous that they've got to go and think about instituting sideline cams for those few plays that it may happen in the year. We saw it on television. It was pretty clear.
I'm sure that the television angles also appeared on the Jumbotrons.
On the Jumbotron that they could just look up instead of get under the stupid hood and this dumb. It's just, I think it's part of the lack of transparency that fans are like, how could they be looking at what we're looking at on television and then come out of that hood and go, oh, yeah, it's completely opposite of what you all thought. Haha, psych. Like, I don't think that they're looking at those. I think they're looking at the crappiest possible angles, and they're going, well, I don't know, maybe, possibly, perhaps. And then they got to go through, 90 different rules that go into, 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon when it comes to one rule connecting to the other.
Right.
And it's so ridiculous. Again, the NFL is really having this weird struggle right now where they can't figure out why ratings are down. They just need to look.
I think the problem with it is, and this will tie into my second question here. The problem is I think they're just trying too goddamn hard. Is what they're doing. I mean, I get the importance of replays during certain times.
Right.
Okay, scoring reviews and turnovers, sure.
Right.
That's cool. But I mean, to have replays for everything, I mean, that's part of the thing. That's part of the thing too. You've got people.
Human element, man.
Exactly, and that's where I was going with this. Is
every other sport has replay, but it's very limited.
Too much technology for the NFL, and it's killing the human element. Would you agree?
I agree, and I think there's too many rules. Mm-hmm. I think that there's a new rule instituted every season, it seems like, and you've got guys who have been in the league for 7-8 years under the same rules all of a sudden have to change the way they play the game.
Right.
A perfect example. Why did we have to screw with the extra point? The extra point this week, 12 missed extra points this week.
That breaks the record that was set in 1985.
I liked Belichick's thing where it's like, make the 1 point automatic, go for 2 if you want that extra point. If you go for 2 and you don't get it, you only get 6. If you get the touchdown and decide to do nothing, you get 7. And you walk away. But if you got to take a gamble and you get the gamble, you get 8. That works for me. As little time that we spend looking at and talking about kickers is all perfect for me and probably most NFL fans. There's not a single fan out there that really shows up and says, man, I wonder what my kicker is going to do today.
Right.
Like, they're a necessary evil, but we've kind of made them a highlight of the game. Like,
right.
With the kickoffs, where they can kick it into the end zone.
Right.
What a pointless thing. Why do we even line up? Just start the damn ball at the 25 and start the drive.
You even see kickers now intentionally not kicking it out there. They're kicking it, and they're being told, and coaches have outright said, yeah, we tell them to kick it, inside, where they could take it back, because what if we can get a chance to tackle them at the 10 or the 15-yard line, why wouldn't we?
Right.
And again, to your point there with the kickers being the highlight now.
Yeah.
The Bills-Bengals game where Mike Nugent missed 2. And granted, hearing the thunk on the goalpost for some reason,
it's always a fun sound.
Hilarious to me, but regardless, I don't want to see that come back up 6, 7, 8 times a game.
Right.
5 of those times being inside of 2 minutes, where they're like, well, if he didn't miss the two extra points, they could kick a field goal and tie the game,
right,
or whatever.
Instead, they got to go for a touchdown now because they're down 4 points.
Yeah, and it's very very transparent. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot. You got a lot of things.
Whoever's going to be the next commission has got a lot of cleaning up to do, because this Goodell era has become very stringent. Very rule orientated, very corporate, very commercial, and it's the reason the ratings are sagging. It's a boring game. It's watered down. It's oversaturated. Mm-hmm. If you look at other sports, the NBA, the NHL,
is a prime example.
The MLB, we talk about their trade deadline. That doesn't happen in the NFL. When the trade deadline passes, nobody even notices, because nobody makes trades in the NFL.
Right.
Everyone always just stays with what they've got.
Why do you think what's-his-name being traded from the Patriots to the Browns was such a big story?
Right.
Because it was
the only one that happened.
Right. It was the only one that happened. It was hilarious going from the the perennial Super Bowl team to
the Cleveland Browns.
But
I mean, nobody makes trades, and in those sports, those are almost like national holidays. I know the hockey one is. I mean, people stay home all day and they have wall-to-wall coverage on NHL Network for it. MLB has a big to-do with it. NBA covers it very heavily. There's a lot of trade possibilities. People swapping draft picks.
The NFL,
it's like...
the NFL covers it, or ESPN at least does. But
But nothing's happening. Nobody's talking. There's not like a possibility of a quarterback going to another team or a wide receiver. There's no game changers. None of that crap happens.
Right.
MLB, you get a starting pitcher off of a bad team. Why can't we start sending good players, average play or good players from really bad teams? Don't you think that a team like, I don't know, the Buffalo Bills, who are, hanging on contention but are depleted at wide receiver, could use a Terrell Pryor right now? Mm-hmm. They could use a Terrell Pryor, but instead he's stuck there at an 0-11 Cleveland team, and there's no hope for that guy. And the Bills can't go anywhere because once you've got injured players, you've got injured players. You're stuck with it.
There's no farm system.
The Green Bay Packers, I'm sure, could use a corner from like a Joe Hayden from the Cleveland Browns. They've got no defensive backs right now. So the NFL, I don't understand what the business of it is and why the rosters can't be bigger, why they can't keep guys, actual decent players on the practice squad or in the reserves that are practicing with the team. So when injuries do happen like this, Green Bay had 3 straight series last week where they lost a guy. They lost 2 corners and a linebacker in 3 straight plays. They were already thin at all those positions, and yet they've lost more guys. What are they going to do? They have to start signing guys off the street.
Exactly.
But they can't come in right away and start on a defense. They have to get acclimated. Christine Michael came over to the Packers. He had a full week. He still didn't get stressed. He was on the bench. He was inactive.
Right.
I think the NFL, you don't have any changing faces. Everyone stays in the same team.
There's a lot. There's even, if you want to go even greater,
the good teams stay good, the bad teams stay bad.
Exactly.
Unless you're the Raiders.
But you can even go down as even farther. The NFL has the monopoly.
Yeah.
On professional football in the country. The NBA at least has the NBA D League.
Yeah.
But there's also the ABA, and there's the Indoor Basketball League, and other different things. And yes, there's the Arena Football League.
Big deal.
But it's not.
It's a totally different game.
Right. You're playing on a significantly smaller field with different rules. The closest that they've had to having the possibility of a developmental league was the UFL a few years ago.
Yep.
And that fell through because the NFL didn't want them playing on Saturdays because they have their one Saturday game that they have on in December.
Right.
And things like that. And the NFL didn't really work with them to...
We're close to having Tuesday, Wednesday games. And why don't we just play football Monday through Sunday? They've already done it on Sunday. They do it on Monday.
I know
they do it on Thursday. Then they're going to probably, they got their Saturday games coming up soon. Mm-hmm. So you're going to have Monday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. Mm-hmm. Why don't we get Tuesday and Friday some games? Why don't we give Wednesday and Friday some games? Well, I know
they can't. They signed an agreement with the NCAA as far as broadcasting football games on a Friday. So they won't touch Friday until they absolutely can.
Right.
But,
until they decide to renege on that deal because they think that's going to help ratings.
Right.
No. Keep all your games on Sundays and Mondays.
Right.
Get rid of Thursday night football. You never put a good matchup on Thursday night, ever. You can make better matchups on Monday.
Right.
You're getting
Fortunately, there have been
matchups.
2 good matches the past 2 or 3 weeks, actually, on Monday Night Football. So we've been lucky with that.
Yeah.
But those weren't predicted to be good matches at all.
Did anyone think the Raiders and Texans was going to be a good game when the schedule came out? Anyone think the Bills and Seahawks was going to be an even match game?
If anybody outside of Oakland thought that at this point in the season, Oakland would be the number 1 seed in the AFC, you're a liar.
Well, I said they would be winning the West.
Right, but would you
overall in the AFC?
Did you think they would be number 1 in the AFC right now? Because that's what they are.
Well, they're tied with the Patriots.
They're tied with the Patriots record wise. However, they're the points for and all that type of stuff or whatever. I read all that.
They're not going to be.
It
there.
would put
Patriots
them in the number
will still
1
be
seed.
the number 1 spot.
Oh, I
agree. Raiders will win the division like I predicted.
I agree. They're 8-2. They're
I'm the champion every
good.
week.
You were not the champion last week, my friend. Neither was I. We tied. But that was supposed to be for the second half, but we'll get into there. All right.
Who cares?
Enough of this. Injuries to report. Brandon. Indianapolis Colts. Andrew Luck on the concussion protocol.
I was just looking at this article about that, actually, where Chuck Pagano says he has all the confidence in the world in Scott Tolzien. I remember Scott Tolzien.
Tolzien?
Yeah, he's their backup.
Oh,
their backup because the Packers decided to keep Hundley.
I remember Scott Tolzien.
Scott Tolzien, who looks like Macklemore. Yeah, he's possibly going to be the starter on Thursday because of the short week.
Thursday Night Football.
Good
there you
news.
go again. The Chicago Bears, Smokin' Jay, torn labrum in his shoulder. He is likely out for the 2016 season.
Poor Jay can't.
Let me rephrase that. Future Jets quarterback Jay Cutler. Speaking of Jets quarterbacks, Ryan Fitzpatrick is starting.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that.
Nope, we're not going to. The Cincinnati Bengals, Gio Bernard, torn ACL, placed on the IR just today. The Minnesota Vikings, Stephon Diggs, with a knee injury, he missed practice on Tuesday, questionable right now. And the Bills, Sammy Watkins, all you Bills fans, who was out with his foot, he could possibly return to the sidelines against Jacksonville. You like that, huh?
Hey-o.
Nice build up there, huh?
Bills fans were like, what? What kind of news did they have? I was watching Buffalo Rumblings and refreshing the page every 5 seconds, and they didn't say anything about Sammy Watkins possibly playing this weekend.
Sorry, Jermaine. I didn't mean to string you along like that, buddy. All right, so we were talking off air.
Yes.
Steve Smith, Sr.
He is a beauty.
He is a national treasure. He has not retired yet. We think it is rumored that this is his final season.
Right, as long as he doesn't blow out his Achilles again.
But I already miss him, Brandon.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you this. Steve Smith had a conversation with someone named Jenny Vrentas of the Monday Morning Quarterback.
Yep.
Which I'm guessing is on NFL.com or whatever. And he explained that he had another motivation for continuing his career at a time when many of his former contemporaries are collecting a pension check. He said, I quote, "There are times when I go out there and I play and I look at it like this. Everybody has kids, right? I want my son, if he decides to play, he's playing against a guy who possibly I played against his dad, and he can say, my dad beat you like a drum, so I'm going to beat you like a drum. It's generational ass whoopings. I look at it like that. Just like anything else, an opportunity to brag. Or I like playing a guy, and the next time I'm on TV, his mom says, I hate him. Why? Because I beat your son, and I got your son fired. Generational ass whoopings." So this guy,
he's the best.
I wanted to share that because Steve Smith. That's why. So wasn't
Steve Smith's the man.
Bruce Arians, I don't want to say, thankfully he's okay. At his age, it's, when things happen like this, it's, I guess, protocol. But Bruce Arians was hospitalized with chest pains on Monday. He underwent tests. Everything matched up. He was later released, and he is expected to be at practice on Wednesday, as well as on the sidelines. Ooh, excuse me. I had a little
Whoa.
burp there. On the sidelines on Sunday. So, all right, Brandon, let's get this going here.
Music.
That's right. CBS College Football. I don't know. I like the sound. So, all right, your power rankings from 10 to 1. Here we go. Number 10, Washington up a spot to the 10th spot. Moving up a spot to number 9, the Detroit Lions. Falling down 5 spots, your Kansas City Chiefs, Brandon. Not really yours.
Yeah, that Lions one, man, that just is a testament how bad the NFL is right now, because the Lions are not that good of a team.
Yeah.
They've eked out a lot of victories in games they had no business winning.
They did. So there's still hope yet for Green Bay.
10. No, we have no hope. Unless
I was trying to be nice.
Unless they know Gary Sheffield and they get some of that magic cream.
Magic bomb. Number 7, up a spot, the Dirty Birds. Of course, it was their bye week, so of course. Anyways, up to the number 6, the surprising New York Giants. Nobody saw this for the New York Giants. They're 7-3.
Yeah.
Seattle up a spot to the number 5. Denver up a spot to the number 4. Oakland up 1 spot now to number 3 at 8-2. And the top 2 spots remain the same. New England at number 2. And the surprising Cinderella, Dak Prescott. I'm going to throw the cup in the garbage, miss. Oh, I better go pick it up and put it in the garbage can. Prescott. Hard to not like that guy. I'm sorry. But the Dallas Cowboys are at number 1. Let's give you some honorable mentions here, Brandon. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
At number 11, moving up a spot, the Miami Dolphins.
Who cares?
Called them week 3, week 4. I said they were a terrible team.
They're
and
still
now
terrible.
They've belted out 4 or 5 in a row, I think. Maybe it was 4.
When your quarterback throws for 64 yards for the first 45 minutes, what was it, 50 minutes, 55 minutes of the game?
50, yeah.
They made the comeback in the last 2 drives just because the Rams are terrible and can't hold on to a game.
And the
64
Rams beat
yards of
the
passing.
Jets.
64 yards of passing.
Up 4 spots to number 21.
Ugh.
Buffalo.
Hold on. Breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Throwing up in my mouth. What a terrible name.
Oh, crap.
The NHL has announced the name of their 31st team in the NHL.
Uh-oh.
They are the Las Vegas Golden Knights.
The Las Vegas Golden Knights?
Yes, Knights, Knights.
Hell no.
Yeah.
No.
That's a terrible name. That's terrible.
Oh, that's awful.
Well,
Oh,
I don't live in Las Vegas, I guess.
well, they might get the
Oh my
Raiders,
God,
too,
look
though.
at their unit.
What is that?
That's their logo. It's like a knight with a big V in it.
Wow.
Look at all those angry faces in the Facebook Live thing on the picture. They screen capped it. And it's just anger faces and laughter. What a terrible name. Oh, NHL, you were doing so well. You were doing so well.
Bring hockey to Seattle. While you're at it, bring the Supersonics back to the NBA.
Oh.
Anyways, up 4 spots to number 21, the Buffalo Bills.
Up from where? 30?
They were 4 spots, so 25.
Oh, wow.
They were 25.
That's near Cleveland Brown territory.
Brandon, down 5 to number 22,
Oh.
the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, well, that's deserved.
And staying in their rightful spots, at number 28, the New York Jets.
Yeah.
And at number 32, the 0-11 Cleveland Browns. Brandon, it's going to happen, man.
Yeah, I'm afraid of it now.
It's going to happen.
It's looking dicey. They look like they don't know what they're doing out there.
Yeah, I just got the breaking news alert as well about the Golden Knights.
I feel like every time like a quarterback comes out, like when a quarterback goes down for the Cleveland Browns, like 2 clowns in a gurney come running out of the field and they're like doot, 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 and then they like pick them up and there's a slide whistle. And
I wish I had.
They put a little balloon animal hat on him while they carry him off on the stretcher, and they like paint X's over his eyes like he's really dead. And then they bring in Josh McCown again, and then McCown goes and plays.
He's dragging his arm because
he's dragging his arm because they don't have anybody left. And then Johnny Manziel is on the big screen, and he's the last Cleveland Browns quarterback to win a game, and they're all pining for Johnny.
How terrible is that?
It's so bad.
You know what I think I'm going to do? I think starting next week, I'm going to find. You remember that when you play Tecmo Bowl or Tecmo Super Bowl, the
Yeah.
injured song?
Yeah.
That's going to be the Cleveland Browns theme song.
Oh, speaking of that,
So-
I tried to get that classic Nintendo today because they've been dropping them at 5 o'clock every day on Walmart's website.
Okay.
So I get in there, and I refresh, and then it says you can add one to cart. So I add it to cart, which is what happened to me the other day. And when I clicked add to cart, or when I went to go check out last time, it wouldn't allow me to pay for it. It said it was out of stock.
Come on.
So I did it today. I got to the point where I get to select the shipping.
Okay.
I had a rush ship for Friday, pay the extra $12.
Uh-huh.
Had my address, all that stuff put in, and it says process payment. I click process payment. Said, sorry, we're out of stock.
Son of a bitch.
I was like, all right, that's it. I'm chewing out somebody at Walmart today. So I chewed out this guy named Johansson, and he's like, I look at the site and it says out of stock. I was like, yeah. I was like, you know what you can't do? You can't add it to a cart if it's out of stock. You tell me how I did this on a cart. I've got a picture right here. I took a screen cap of my thing saying process payment. It has my credit card, has all my information, the rush shipping, the tax, the total, $77, one Nintendo in cart. And I hit checkout. Oh, your cart's empty. How's my cart empty? And I says, that's like me going to Walmart and buying my kid a bike. And it's the last bike in the store. And I got it on there, and I scan it, and it says, okay, please select your method of payment. And I go to put in my credit card, and then I look to my right, and my cart's empty. Someone took the bike out of my cart. And you just look at me and go, oh, yeah, it's out of stock. Well, yeah, I know that, but someone took it out of my cart. So that was my little rant.
Jesus
Sorry,
Christ,
America.
Brandon.
I was pissed, man. I wanted to play Tecmo Bowl, man.
Oh, my God.
I wanted to Bo Jackson somebody.
Oh, man.
And I can't because nobody's got it in stock, and everyone's like, all right, I'll be back around Black Friday.
Right.
I'm going to go and get trampled.
I got to try to remember where I just dropped the S-bomb, but it's...
Meanwhile, there's baboons all over the internet selling for like $229 a piece.
Those assholes.
I got a bot, and I can purchase like 7 of them at a time, and I run up my credit card bill for $280, and then I'll just sell them for $1,000, and I'll be rich and continue to be unemployed.
It's too bad you didn't have an old Nintendo. I could have just fixed it for you.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, well. I do.
Carrie does, and it works just fine. But she don't have Tecmo Bowl.
Okay. Week 11 scores brought to you by
Hey, we
Brandon.
talking football still?
Brought to you by Brandon's Salty Rant here.
Yeah, I'm salty as hell today.
The Carolina Panthers 23-20 winners over the New Orleans Saints. The Buffalo Bills 16-12 winners over the Cincinnati Bengals.
Ouch.
The New York Giants improved to 7-3, 22-16 winners over the Chicago Bears. I'm still laughing at the cart reference. I'm sorry. Pittsburgh 24-9 winners over the 0-11 Cleveland Browns. Just at this point, you're rooting for it.
Yep.
Just go with it, Cleveland. You're making history. 27-17 Cowboys winners over the Baltimore Ravens, improving to 9-1 on the season. The Lions 26-19 winners over the Jaguars. The Lions playing Thursday. We'll talk about that in a little bit. The Indianapolis Colts shook up the world and Andrew Luck's head in their 24-17 win over the Titans. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers upset the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, that was a weird game.
Very weird.
Alex Smith threw a pick in the end zone, and it wasn't even close. And that guy never throws picks in the end zone.
Exactly. The Minnesota Vikings pulled a win out of their behinds. 30-24 winners over the Arizona Cardinals, who were my Super Bowl representation of the NFC, but I digress. The Miami Dolphins, late magic from Ryan Tannehill.
Give me a break.
14-10 winners over the Rams. Brandon, Dolphins are 6-4.
Yeah, whoop-de-doo.
The Patriots are 8-2, however, with a 38-17 win over the 1-9 San Francisco 49ers.
That was a sloppy game, too, because that weather was miserable.
Yeah.
That field's always bad anyways, but throw in some rain all game, ugh.
The Seattle Seahawks, 26-15 winners over the Philadelphia Eagles. The Redskins, 42-24 winners over the Packers. And Monday night in Mexico City, the Oakland Raiders, they win 27-20 or 27-20 over the Houston Texans.
Wow.
That is your 11th. You like that, huh?
That was impressive.
Like how I flipped through that, huh?
Yeah.
I had to
what about that big laser pointer that Brock Osweiler kept taking to the face?
That's crazy.
What was that guy using? Like a laser cannon? I mean,
don't know.
That thing was covering his whole face.
Did you see the meme I posted?
No.
From Black Adam Schefter?
No.
Hey, it was a picture of Raiders fans from Mexico City.
Oh, God,
and
yes.
And it said...
that's so horrible.
Yeah, it was
That was
bad.
horrible.
I would recite it, but I don't remember it verbatim.
No.
I don't want to do it.
You don't want to do it.
But, all right, we're going to go. It is halftime here on the Football Talk Weekly podcast, a much-needed halftime. I have to go back and figure out where I dropped the S-bomb so I can censor it. But in the interim, you enjoy these commercial breaks, and then when we come back, we will talk GERE Network Pick 'em, and I don't know. I don't know what else after that.
We could talk more about Walmart's terrible website.
Walmart sucks. All right,
Yep.
We'll be right back.
Hey GERE Network listeners, we all know how busy it gets around this time of year. Taking care of your holiday shopping can get stressful. Using Amazon is a quick and easy way to get your holiday shopping done. You can go to GereNetwork.com/Amazon and click on the link to check out all the latest lightning deals that Amazon has to offer, as well as some of my top picks on gifts for everyone on your list. Anything you purchase from Amazon using the GereNetwork.com/Amazon link helps directly support our show, as well as the others offered on GERE Network, keeping us free and independent. Make it easy on yourself this holiday season and get the best deals at GereNetwork.com/Amazon.
You know, I'm often asked about the logos of the show and GERE Network and everything. It comes to me, JC, where do you get the designs, the cool designs for the show and everything? And I want to tell you, I'm going to tell everybody right now, right here, you heard it here, it is Indie Card Media. Indie Card Media is a local business that specializes in making quality designs for your website or your business. Whatever you do, they can do it. If you need proof, you can look at all of our logos, or you can go to facebook.com/IndieCardMedia to see all of the designs, which include a political banner, because they've done political banners and everything. Nothing is off limits with them. Give Eric a shout at IndieCardMafia@gmail.com and he will help you bring your design to life. Tell him GERE Network sent you, and hey, he may hook you up with a little something, or at least a smile, because you heard it here. But go to Indie Card Media at Facebook. Again, facebook.com/IndieCardMedia. Do it now. Bring your designs to life.
Real name, no gimmicks.
Two trailer park girls go round the outside, round the outside, round the outside.
What a great classic song.
Yes, you've been humming it for now over an hour. So
Yeah, so we had to play it.
we had to play it back.
You can get it on Amazon.
And you can, yes. And if you want, shoot us an email or a Facebook message. Facebook.com/DJCMoney. I can get you an iTunes link.
He can.
Because we're on iTunes affiliate. But anyways, welcome back. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? We are back. And the Football Talk Weekly podcast here.
JC's back.
Yes, I am. But, all right, so let's go ahead and, he's going to start getting the rap in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, Brandon.
Nope.
All right. So we are back. GERE Network Pick 'em as per the norm. Brandon and I both 10-4 last week.
Yeah.
Brandon picked up all of no games, so we are still.
But neither did you.
I am
Still in striking distance.
I am still 5 games ahead, and this could be a week where a major dent can happen.
Yes.
Although the last time I said that didn't really happen at
Go
all.
2-2 as well.
Yes, it could. It
like,
could. Very
damn
well.
it!
All right, so we disagree on 4 games.
Yes.
I have Dallas. You have Washington. Why is that?
Because I think Washington is playing some pretty inspired ball, and I think Dallas is getting to that point where they're a little too much into their Kool-Aid. They had to fight and claw to win that last game. I'm also seeing Zeke slow down a little bit. His game against Pittsburgh, he doesn't have that 20-yard run at the end of the game to win the game. He's under 100 yards on over 20 carries. This week he was under 100 yards on 21 carries. He doesn't look as quick to the hole. The holes are there. The offensive line didn't get worse. I think he's losing a little bit of steam. He's hitting that rookie wall. And if he hits that rookie wall and they can start bottling him up, then Dak's going to really have to carry stuff. He played pretty well on Sunday. He had another good game. But I think Kirk Cousins is kind of coming into his own. The offense, I don't know how you cover Jordan Reed. I was watching that dude.
Kirk Cousins is going to get paid.
Kirk Cousins is going to get paid. If Washington doesn't, somebody will.
New York! New York will overpay.
Kirk Cousins is he's coming to his own, and that defense is getting better each week. I mean, Rodgers still had a great game against that defense, even though they were the 6th best pass defense in the league. And it kind of gave me pause. Should I start him or should I start David Carr? And Derek Carr. I keep getting the cars just messed up.
Derek Carr will be like, yes, please start me.
Yeah.
I'll play.
So
sorry, David Carr.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think they're primed for an upset this week, and it's really the only chance that any team has at catching the Cowboys this year for the East. So I think it's going to put the East kind of back in play because Dallas will be down to 2 losses with the Giants behind them with 3 and a win already in hand versus the Dallas Cowboys.
Right.
So it's an important game, and Dallas keeps losing players too on defense. So Cousins
offense.
Their offense is there, but are they going to be able to put up 35 to 40 points? I don't think they can. And I think that Washington has a really good shot at putting up that many, especially if that defense is depleted. I mean, Cousins was on the money. I mean, yes, Green Bay's secondary was just a joke. I mean, Ladarius Gunter should not even have a job, bagging groceries, let alone covering a 1 or a 2 receiver. He got burnt pretty bad. So
yes, he did.
But other than that, I mean, Cousins was on the point. You know, Deshaun Jackson's coming back and healthy. Jordan Reed is a monster. They got Vernon Davis. They got a running back there with Kelly, who's a complete surprise for them. You know, they're tough. They're tough, and I think they're gonna pull off the old upset.
Okay.
Against Dallas.
You
thought about it.
I did.
You thought about
I
it.
did think about it.
But your love of Dak.
Yes, I've become a Dak Prescott guy. I think right now the Cowboys are on some kind of a roll here, and yes, I do agree with you. I do see Zeke slowing down.
Yep.
The offensive line is doing a very good job protecting Dak Prescott, and he's not making stupid decisions.
Yeah.
Right now, he's not.
Right now.
Now, I think that's going to be enough to get Dallas over Washington. Quite frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if Dallas doesn't lose the rest of the regular season.
Yeah.
I think they're going to hit their rookie wall come the playoffs. I don't see them getting past. They're probably going to earn the first round bye. I don't see them getting past the divisional round at that point.
Yeah.
That's when I think their rookie wall is going to happen. I don't see it happening before the season's end. It could be to the Giants. It could very well be to the Redskins.
Yeah,
because they can throw.
Redskins got 2 games against them left.
They can throw 40 on you very easily.
Yeah,
and the Giants and the Giants, you know, with all this Dallas hype, nobody's looking at the Giants and the season that they're having, and the fact that the Giants do have a win over them. So Washington, one of the games. And the Giants, perhaps, could be their 2 and 3 losses. I don't think it's this week, though. It will probably be next week, the next time they play. So
all right.
I've got Dallas this week. Baltimore and Cincinnati. I have Baltimore. You have Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Is that more just a case of who cares? You know.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
I think Cincinnati still believes like they have something to play for. And
yeah, so do the New York Jets, right?
They're not playing in the evening, so you're going to get daytime Dalton.
We had daytime Dalton last week, but he doesn't have A.J. Green this week.
Yeah, he didn't have A.J. Green most of last week either. He played pretty well last week. They just, they didn't convert. Missed a couple extra points.
Baltimore has a better passing game than does Buffalo. I think so. Buffalo has, I think they are 28th or 29th in the league in pass.
Yeah, but they got a better running game.
They have a better running game, but I'm talking about a passing game.
Well, yeah, but...
And Terrence West hasn't been too bad on the running side of the ball either for Baltimore, but...
They got Steve Smith. They
do have Steve.
Joe Flacco still sucks.
He's elite, Brandon.
He's not elite.
He's elite.
That is one of the worst contracts in history.
He won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, okay.
You have Houston. I have San Diego. I picked San Diego solely for the upset.
All right.
Because,
I picked Houston because, they're playing pretty decent ball.
Yeah, they are. But again, the upset central.
Could have won. They should have won that game. They got jobbed on a couple calls, too.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Philadelphia, I have the dreamy man, Carson Wentz. And you have your Green Bay Packers. Please sell me on this, Brandon.
Well, I know
they are your team. Please sell me on this.
Well, here's the reason I'm picking them. I've watched a lot of Eagles games this year, and most of their stuff is in the short passing game. Green Bay can cover short. They're having a problem with the deep ball. I have yet to see Carson Wentz really uncork one and throw it 40 yards down the field.
What if this is his sloppy hooker game?
Who's?
Carson Wentz.
Oh, maybe.
Just isn't that
sloppy hooker? No, you mean slump buster?
Oh, sorry.
And that's for the Packers.
I was way off.
Yeah. That sounds like something you do in your own spare time.
Hey.
Before Dawn came into the picture.
This is not 2006, okay?
All right. Anyways.
4 or 5.
Yeah, it could be, but he may have to do it just to keep up with Aaron Rodgers, because Aaron Rodgers is still playing well.
Brandon, I hate you so much right now.
I mean, he did play really well against Washington last week, and they got Jared Cook back, and Jared Cook had a big game, and he looks like another big weapon for Rodgers to kind of take some pressure on the outside receivers off. If it weren't for that fumble, they would have been within that game, towards the end. So, I don't know. Philadelphia's been kind of sputtery. And their offense, they don't have the big play. And you are still giggling like a teenager over there.
I disagree with you.
Oh, okay.
All right, so Brandon, that's it for Gear Network.
Well,
there.
All right. You didn't sell me anything with Carson Wentz.
No, I don't really have. I probably should have had that, but you know what? No, I'm not going to, because the last time I played that song for him, "Take My Wentz Away," he lost like 3 in a row.
All right, so go ahead and play it.
Yeah, I don't have it up.
I'll just sing it.
Aaron Rodgers is calling right now. Just like, don't, please, don't.
Aaron Rodgers wouldn't call me. He doesn't call his own family. He's not gonna call me.
I mean, you know what? Here's it's funny. It's funny you mention that, because I've seen people like trash Aaron Rodgers over that.
Yeah, they're
like,
just killing Aaron Rodgers right now.
Like, how dare? I mean, why would you be so mean to your family? Blah, blah, blah.
You know what? Nobody likes him right now because he's really good. He's a good quarterback. He's dating Olivia Munn. And he's just, he's got swag, and people don't like it. They think it's arrogance.
Well, but here's the thing, and I can attest to this.
Yeah, but then they're ganging up on him.
I don't call my family either.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of people don't call their family, so why has everybody got to... Aaron, I'm on your side with that, man.
Yeah,
I'm on your side,
there was
homie.
that, and then everyone was trying to say he was gay like a year ago, and trying to start that rumor, and it's like...
Yeah, so what if he
leave
was?
the guy alone. Just let him bang Olivia Munn in peace and quiet. Dude, I would take an 0-16 for that. Seriously.
Okay. All right.
You know what? You banished me to Cleveland Browns. I'm playing for the Cleveland Browns now. Still dating Olivia Munn. Still winning my book. 16-0. Sex is undefeated.
Okay. And so are the Cleveland Browns in the win column. All right. Instead of the usual, what are you looking forward to, Brandon? Considering that this is Thanksgiving week and we have taken this podcast to the depths of Thanksgiving hell, starting with your Walmart rant.
This had nothing to do with Thanksgiving, though.
No, nothing with Thanksgiving.
We just took it straight to hell.
Since this is the Thanksgiving edition, Brandon, besides Walmart, what are you thankful for?
Oh, I'm not thankful for Walmart. I'm thankful for other stores other than Walmart.
Are you thankful for ShopGear.com?
I'm thankful for ShopGear.com. Thankful for my kids. Let's see, what else am I thankful for? Family, friends, fully functional crank. We're not even drinking on this show.
No, we're not. We have.
I think I'm hepped up on like cold medicine or something. I'm out of whack right now. I get a really late applause on that one.
Yeah. No. That was. I don't have the applause.
Seriously, I'm thankful to be able to do this show and act like a knucklehead for an hour a week. You don't get to do that in your normal life and job, so this is fun. And thankful for the listeners. Cheap pop.
Yay!
Give it to the listeners. And just general health and well-being, and gainfully employed.
All right.
That kind of stuff.
Very good.
Yeah. What about you?
I don't know.
Not much.
I am thankful. I am, of course. I mean, it's the family, the kids, the wife that's supportive, the gainfully employed, GERE Network. I mean, this little enterprise, and seeing this particular platform grow from where I started it in March of 2014 to where it is now, and in comparison to some of the other podcasting networks that are here and abroad that I see, and I very much keep my finger on the pulse of the podcasting world, and I feel like I am doing a good enough job, and not just me with building it, but everybody within GERE Network contributing and helping build it too. So I'm very thankful for that. Very thankful for the listeners, and thankful for just breathing, man. Every day above ground's a win.
Yeah, man.
So
you wake up, you win.
Yeah, pretty much.
Good start to the day.
That's right.
Waking up.
That's right.
I'm also thankful for my new bed. Oh, that thing is glorious.
Oh, you got one of them.
Sleep number.
Sleep numbers.
Ooh. Sleeping good.
What's your sleep number?
35.
Okay.
I was at a 40. I'm at 35 now.
Okay.
It's pretty comfortable. I like to get into bed and read up on some news and stuff. I get in this 0G position. Almost feels like you're kind of just floating there. They tilt the head and the legs just perfectly, and you're just kind of like,
okay,
it's like a air hammock basically for you. And you can put it on a timer, so it's like I put it on for 30 minutes. It starts to flatten back out to normal position. I'm like, all right, it's time to go to bed. Turn the iPad off, stop reading, go to sleep. Out, man. It tracks all my movements, tracks getting out of bed and everything, gives me a score in the morning. It's synced up with my Fitbit. So if I work out at the gym, it puts it in my history. It's like, well, he had a 91 and because he worked out today. Or, yesterday it told me that I did outdoor bicycling, which it was just my wrist shaking a lot from running the snowblower on my driveway and the neighbor's driveway because we got about 10 inches of snow here. But it's dope. What are you laughing at?
I went there, totally went there as soon as you said wrist shaking.
The shake weight?
Yes.
Spit the coins at me? Spits the coins for Cab Fair?
We're done here. Thank you very much, everybody. Whoa.
This one went way off the tracks.
Man. Yes, way off track. You know what?
I hope that gets us more listeners. I hope you guys tell your friends that we are special people.
You know what? We may be the Football Talk Weekly podcast, but as clearly shown here, we don't always talk about football. In fact, we talk about how much Walmart pisses us off.
Football's not as entertaining this year, so we got to have something else to laugh about.
Yes. Frankenstein's Tasty Waffles. That's the FTW podcast, ladies and gentlemen. All right, thank you again for tuning in this week, week 12. Enjoy your holidays.
Frankfurt's taste wonderful.
What's that?
Frankfurt's taste wonderful.
Stay tuned. Oh man, I don't even know what I'm going to say right now. But anyway,
chocolate covered ones.
Yeah. What? Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Brandon, good day to you.
Stuff your birds, ladies and gentlemen. Stuff your birds. Got a fistful of stuffing in there.
Good day to you, sir.
Good day to you.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Good night now.
Remember to see more National Football League action next week.
The preceding presentation has been brought to you by the GERE Network.